Hello and welcome to this BuyBotPro video. So today I'm going to show you how useful the BuyBox Statistics Table is and what information you can get from it beyond the information that you just see in the table here. So if you scroll down to the bottom of BuyBotPro, you get the BuyBox Statistics Table. Now to trigger this, you need to select a day range, so whether that's 30 days, 90 days, 180 or 365, it's completely up to you. But select one of those day ranges and you get this information. So it shows you basically how often a particular seller has won and had a hold over the buy box. So in the last 365 days, we can see that seller number one has had it for 55% of the time. Amazon have had it for 26%, then 16%, then 3% for these sellers here. It lets you know that seller's name. It lets you know if they're an FBA seller, so it gives you a tick if they are an FBA seller, or Amazon, and it leaves it blank if they are FBM. It shows you the reviews and what percentage of those are positive feedback, so the positive feedback percentage rating, and the last time when they won the buy box. So beyond just what you can see there and showing you who has had the most possession and how that's split up, you can see more about a listing through this. So for example, we can see that on this particular listing, it's not a case of this seller has had it for this percentage of time and then it's been Amazon the remainder of that time. There are other sellers on here who've had it for a portion of that time as well. So obviously this one a lot more than this one down here, but let's just imagine there are a couple more results on there. And we can see that even though this seller has had it for 55% of the time, and let's imagine there were some more results on here as well, and this was split up a little bit more. It shows us that even if we join this listing, despite the seller having it for this percentage of time, we still stand a good chance at getting the buy box for a portion of time. It lets you know how heavily dominated this item is in terms of Amazon being on the listing. So even if Amazon are sharing the buy box on the listing and other sellers are joining that listing, sometimes Amazon can still heavily dominate that listing anyway and hold the buy box for a good percentage of time. Now obviously there's lots of different things you're going to be taking into account that BuyBotPro can help you out with. But the BuyBox Statistics Table can be a key make or break factor for a lot of sellers, as it shows you, as you know, who has had the most possession of the buy box, who has the most hold. And it helps you judge how much chance you stand of winning that buy box, or give you the information that you need in order to help increase your chances of winning the buy box. So we can assess different things about the sellers on the listing. So between this and the competition analysis, you can see if it is an FBA seller that has had the buy box for most of the time. Maybe it's heavily dominated by an FBA seller. Now as an FBM seller, this wouldn't bode well for you if say an FBA seller has had it for 97% of the time. Or it could be the other way around. Maybe it's an FBM seller that has had it for, I don't know, 85% of the time. Even though you're an FBA seller, you still stand a good chance at winning the buy box. But it just sort of lets you know how much chance you stand of winning the buy box and getting a share of it. Showing you how long ago a particular seller has won a buy box can be key information as well. So if you see that this seller has won the buy box recently and then the seller after them won it however many months ago, then you can see that a particular seller has had a good hold over the buy box for that period of time, and then you can assess whether or not it is worth you jumping onto that listing as well. Do you think that you would have a chance? And the rest of BuyBotPro can help answer this question as well with things like the competition analysis and such. But beyond just what you see in this table, there's lots of different things that you can take from it. Hopefully this helps. If you didn't know some of the other things that you could gauge from this table, hopefully that has given you a couple of new ideas. Thank you very much for watching. Don't forget to like, comment and subscribe, and I'll catch you next time.